to FM Radio, Anime and Gaming. This video is going to be about my wife,
Sylsha,
and her journey with anime since being with me. Because, you know, everybody knows that I'm a big anime fan, and I had to introduce it to her and get her hooked on some stuff. And so just go ask her some questions about, just her history, with anime, history with shows, and talk about some of the shows we watched and her thoughts on them. So we'll start with some questions. You ready, babe?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. Before anime, what kind of movies or TV shows did you usually watch? Just name off everything, like not specific shows, but you know what I'm saying? Like what type of stuff you watched?
I watched a lot of like horror, thriller, some K-dramas, international movies, like Bollywood films, stuff like that.
And your favorite movie is Wicked?
And my favorite movie is Wicked. Best movie of all time.
And you watch Harry Potter once a year?
Yeah, usually around
the
like
whole
October.
Series once a year?
The whole yeah.
All right.
Harry Potter fan.
Well, did you have any misconceptions about anime going in?
So, like about anime or about
just misconceptions about anime going in?
So, yeah, I mean, I thought anime was like all like fighting, like Dragon Ball Z. When I think of anime, I think of Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon.
But when you think of Dragon Ball Z, you never watched Dragon Ball Z like all the way through. You just like watch. You just saw.
I
clips.
just know Goku and
you just saw clips of it.
And I saw clips of it because
and you thought it was all action fighting and.
I thought that was anime, like martial art cartoons. And then I saw Sailor Moon because I had somebody in the family who used to watch it, and I watched Sailor Moon.
Some of the biggest misconceptions in anime, by the way, because all anime is not action. All anime is not for just boys. Those are the biggest barriers for most people to like entry, because they don't understand like that anime is a genre the same way as like TV and movie are genres. Like
but anime has genres.
That's what I'm saying. Like anime is the style of like how it is done. It's like it's animation, but anime is specifically Japanese in nature. As far as like where it originated. So anime, yes, has genres. It has like what you're talking about is called shonen. Shonen is that genre of made for young to boys to men, like young men. It's very action oriented, a lot of male main characters, that type of stuff. So the genre that you are familiar with called shonen, and people think that's the only one, but you have a whole bunch more that involve romance, drama, horror, just everything, all the above. So, all right, had to get that context. All right, so what we're gonna go with what anime have you watched so far? I'm gonna list them off. I already have a list of them, so I'm just gonna read them off to you.
Okay.
Just let me know what your thoughts are on them, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the first anime you ever watched was More Than a Married Couple But Not Lovers. Remember that one?
Yes.
All right, so just in brief, what was your thoughts about that one?
Fire. I think that was the perfect introductory anime for me. It was like it had like an unconventional love story, and I think watching it like made me feel like, oh my gosh, like there's way more to anime than I thought. And I love the characters. Am I supposed to talk about like what it's about?
I mean, we don't want to spoil anybody on the storyline, but as far as like this, like how the story goes, but It's just, you know, it's a your typical. See, people who know anime know this type of romance like always exists, like where it's one guy and it's multiple women that like are in love with him.
Love it.
You know,
I love it. It's my favorite.
But this is a good one because the storyline is very different from anything else that you see. Because like a lot of storylines like run together, they're very similar. But this storyline, of course, is, you know, it's a high school. Kids are, I think they're last year of high school. In order to graduate, you have to pass a project where you are paired off with someone else as your spouse, you know, and, you know, they grade you based on how good of a spouse you are, you know, so things like cooking, cleaning, tending to your partner's needs.
Yeah.
You're graded on all of that. And so these two characters are paired off with one another, but they are not paired off with the person that they want to be with. And so that's kind of like how all the
and that's how the story unfolds.
Yeah, that's how all the antics get started.
That was such a good show. They need to bring back another season.
Yeah, it only had one season so far, and it has not been confirmed for another one. That's so that kind of sucks. But if you want to, you know, see how the story goes, you just have to
go watch it. If anyone who watches this video has probably already seen it, but
no, I mean,
show your girlfriends, the girlfriends that don't watch anime, show them that.
Yeah, and that's what this video is for, right? It's for people who want to get their partner, their significant other into anime. I know that's kind of like a difficult thing to do when somebody is not used to it, has misconceptions, or is you know, adverse to cartoony style things, because that's also an issue for some people, is they don't like cartoons, you know, so anime kind of, you know, throws them off. But next thing we watched was Girlfriend.
I loved Girlfriend. Loved it so much. It's another one of them stories. Is there a name for it?
What do you mean?
Where there's multiple lovers in one person?
It's called like harem.
Harem.
Yeah, harem.
That sounds like a bad word.
Harem. No, it's not a bad word. It's just that's what they call it. Like when one guy has multiple women. Okay. I mean, typically, it's one male character. I'm sorry, y'all. My dog is playing with the ball in the background. All right. So, it's called harem. Typically, that's any anime where there's one male lead and there's multiple female characters, like kind of like pursuing him. And they have reverse harem as well, which is one female with multiple men.
Yeah, love that too.
You know, I know it kind of sounds crazy to say harem, but it's like that. Like that's what it is. Yeah, that it's. And so in Girlfriend, you know, the main male character starts off with one girl that he really likes that becomes his girlfriend, and then another girl likes him and
then they
inserts herself.
Do you say it?
Huh?
Don't spoil it for
It's
people.
not spoiled. It's the first episode.
Okay.
It's the first episode. You know, another girl inserts herself in, and then after that, it starts to, you know,
and it just gets so good.
Yeah.
It gets so good.
So
I would watch that again.
Yeah, and it's funny. You know, it's much more comedic than some other romance series.
Mm-hmm. And it has very like boisterous girls, which I like.
And who's your favorite character from it right there?
Saki. She is so unhinged. I think what I love also about anime is like there are like these really wholesome girls. They're so insufferable. I hate them. And then there are the very like unhinged, like wah, you know, like those girls.
They animated, right?
Love them because I feel like they're doing what women think in their minds. They just let it out.
Yeah,
we love them.
All right, so the next thing we watched was Rent-A-Girlfriend. Don't get that confused with Girlfriend. That was the previous one. This is Rent-A-Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Another one of those. One guy. Actually, this one actually would not fit into that conventional harem because it's one guy. He's really only pursuing one person. You know, starting out. You know, and then you got one that really likes him, an ex that
but he's not
can't
actively
let go.
but he's not actively looking at anyone else.
Yeah, it's actually very, very, very.
I like it.
It's very typical for what you would see for most guys, like that are like college guys. You know, like you might have an ex from high school that you can't forget about, new girl you chasing after, another girl that like you. You know, then you got like a girl who's a friend who's helping you out with the ladies.
Yeah.
You know, like it's
it's
very, very typical. So I mean, but I would say that I enjoyed the first season.
First season was really good,
and then after the first season, it just starts to get to a point where when you get to the end of it, I think that you realize that things aren't going to play out the way you want them to play out, or it's going to take a long time. And I personally have dropped the series because of spoilers that I got. And yeah, I don't see myself picking it back up because I love a romance that like pays off and in reasonable time. I don't want to see 4 or 5 or 6 seasons of, you know, will they, won't they? So
yeah, I agree 100%. Yeah. That's exactly how I feel about it too.
Yeah. All right. So next one is My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. That's the one where the guy's the gamer. You like that one?
No. I actually really love it. I remember loving it. I remember feeling like it was very modern, and the music, I loved all the music on that show.
Yeah.
The problem is that I cannot grab the plot. Like I can't remember.
So the guy is like a really, really, really like hardcore like professional gamer.
Right.
And the girl's also a gamer, but she's more casual.
Right.
And so she joins a gamer group and meets this guy in game.
Mm-hmm.
And then meets him in real life. And he's different.
This was with the group with the old man.
Yeah.
The old man and
the
the
old
little
man
girl.
the old man was the guild master. He was the guy that was over their guild. Yeah.
And there was like a little girl too.
The old man was the little girl. You remember? His in-game character was a little girl, but it was really an old man in real life. You remember that?
No, there was actually a little girl.
There might have been, but there was an old man, and his character was
I remember that.
But but he was like a super hardcore gamer. He was, you know, like, but she wasn't. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you remember it. But I remember you said you liked that one because it had like really like up to date trendy lingo, like as far as like it's like the characters didn't talk how you'd expect people to typically talk in traditional anime. They were like used a lot of slang, and you said the soundtrack, the music also seemed like it
really
was
good,
very
like not very like it was good beats.
Yeah, like almost like R&B.
It was like an R&B. Yeah.
All right, next one. No, we really like this one. A Condition Called Love.
Oh yeah, this is the one with the girl. She knew nothing about love, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, and the guy really liked her.
Did he start out with long hair? He started out with long hair.
He started out with long hair. He cut his hair for her.
Yes. This one was so good.
But he was very. You remember, she started. She didn't know nothing about love. She didn't know how to like express affection or interest. And the guy was like really into her, and he, you know, like slowly throughout the whole series. Yeah, and it pays off, but slowly throughout the series, he starts introducing her to, you know, going out on a date.
Yeah, like different aspects of
love.
But
it's not like a date, you know. It's like he's like, hey, like we just going out to hang out. It's not nothing serious. They hang out, you know, and then you progress to going out on dates, you know, and. You know, it pays off, and it doesn't take the whole season to pay off. So you really get good payoff like almost every episode.
See, she's the kind of like shy, wholesome type of character that I like. Yeah, I like that because she's like receiving it.
Yeah, she received it, and
I cannot take the.
She received it, processed it, and she progressed. She didn't like just linger in her. Like completely
dismiss every single compliment, every single sign of love and affection.
It's called character development. You want your characters to develop and evolve, not stay stale. So she didn't stay stale.
Right.
Anyways, I'm in love with you. This is one of those reverse harem ones where it's one girl. Yeah. She has 4 childhood best friends that are guys. you know.
Yeah. I really liked it. I feel like there's so much more that I need because at this moment she's like super in love with just one.
Well, I mean, you know, but, I think there was two of them. You remember she was conflicted. You remember like she was conflicted.
Yeah, she's conflicted with the.
She's just two of them.
Yeah.
That dark hair one and the blonde one. The other two, we don't know too much about them yet.
Well, remember the season ended and
you don't want to say too much about the end of the season. Sorry. It's okay. Look, yeah, you new to this. You know, people be acting crazy.
First of all, every theme song for an anime show be snitching on the whole show anyway, so anime watchers should be used to a little bit of snitch, okay?
Yeah. But this one, this is a reverse harm. So if you aren't a fan of the ones where it's one guy with like a bunch of girls that like him, this one might be for you because this is one girl who has multiple guys that are chasing after her.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah. And the one thing I like about too, like that type of stuff is that like in this one, with it being one girl and multiple guys, it's still very respectful and like it's not like creepy, you know? It's like very.
They're never really creepy though. Okay, well, the ones you've shown me.
See, yeah.
He's shown me the innocent ones.
You get us some strange territory when it comes to
the
anime.
Weird ones, yeah.
Yeah, you get some strange territory. It's definitely some creepy guys in anime.
I will say this though, I do notice something with anime that like it does grind my gears a little bit. Yeah. It's the like sexual innuendos and imagery all the time. Even when the moment is not sexual. It'll be like, like the girl will like moan or.
I think part of it is like expression because I think that traditionally you would think that Japanese people are much more reserved. So with them being reserved, a lot of their media has like that like expression. You know what I'm saying? Like and you see it. You watch K-dramas and stuff like that, and you see like there's. Like, you remember the one we watched, the one K-drama, where it was that guy's an actor. You know what I'm talking about? And like the girl's a lawyer, and her company is representing him.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And you remember like how they would always go out and they would get drinks and like, but what you typically think in your mind when you think of Japanese folks, you think they don't club and drink and all this stuff. You don't. Okay. Look. I'm just calling. I'm not Japanese. I haven't been to Japan yet, but you see it in anime. They don't do that type of stuff. Like they go get karaoke. They do karaoke and like they, they go home but you don't see too much of the fun club scene and all that stuff. So
it's not part of their like. So yeah,
but
people
they
think about when
it.
They think of
they
them.
do it, but that's not what people typically think of them because
right.
they are very traditional style of people culture. So when you think of some of these characters and some of these shows, there's some creepy guys out there in anime, and it's not all wholesome. But like I said, when you got one girl and four guys. You definitely want to see something more respectful, because you don't want to see four guys creeping on one girl, That'd be weird.
Yeah.
So that's how that kind of, I guess, that type of anime, would appeal more to, I think, a different type of audience, that don't like to see four girls chasing after one guy and fawning after him, So we're going to move on. You hated this one. I hated this one. Honey Lemon Soda. Main character sucks, by the way.
Sucks. Absolutely sucks.
The main female character, Honey Lemon Soda. You want to say your part? Because
she's just very like quiet and insecure, and the insecurity I can get to a certain extent, but like
it never lets up.
Even
going into like the final
season,
episode,
she's still like, I just cannot. He's showing her that he likes her and doing little cute stuff, and she's just not.
I don't know. I don't know if he really likes me.
Does he like me?
I hope I'm
Girl.
not. I hope I'm not inconveniencing him.
Yes, I cannot.
There's that other girl that's his friend, and I think that he might be better for her. So why would I even interfere with what they have going on? You know, that I think that they would be a better couple. And
it was literally driving me crazy.
Meanwhile, he's like, hey, he's like, you know, like, I really like you, you know, but you really need to, like, you know, like, loosen up, like, be cool.
And he be telling her, like, chill out.
Like, chill.
He really do get a little, with her. And she's still.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Yeah. And then, like, there's moments where, like, she's, like, I think there was one episode where she was getting bullied by some other people. And he steps in. But like he lets her get bullied for a while because he's like, "What you?"
He wants her to stand up for herself. He wants her to stand up.
And he like, "What you gonna do?" And then eventually he steps in.
Cause he always.
But he wants her. He wants her to ask him for help.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah, but
he wanted her to ask him.
But she's scared to ask because she thinks that she's deserving of the bullying, or she thinks that she's not deserving of his.
That drives me crazy.
She thinks she's not deserving of his love or his help, and so she is. Yeah, it
sounds sweet. The way that we're saying it sounds sweet.
It don't sound
but
sweet.
It doesn't get. Oh, it doesn't.
No, the story.
I feel like some people would like that.
The character doesn't evolve. The story doesn't progress.
Just skip it.
It's a hard one. I mean, you know, I guess there's some people out there who would like to see that, but
they probably would like that shyness, like that.
You want to see your characters grow. Like you don't want to see like you everything you watch. You see your characters grow. They evolve. They go from being shy to being outgoing.
Yeah.
They go from being, you know, the one who won't confess their love because they're afraid to being the one that's gonna shout out to the top of their lungs like, "I love you."
Yeah.
Like you want to see your character. You want to see your relationship.
Yeah.
Like our first date, we want to talk about we love each other. We was just chilling, talking, getting to know each other.
Yeah.
It took a little while. It took a little while to it took a couple months to fall in love, you know. But it's like that's what you want. You want your characters to develop and fall in love. You don't want your characters.
She was not allowing.
Yeah, you don't want your characters to sit. And
we tortured ourselves with that.
Yeah, we had to see it through, so we watched all the episodes. But yeah, we're gonna move on. Oh, quintessential quintuplets.
That is anybody who does not watch anime would love this.
It's a popular series. This is one of the most popular slice of life rom-com anime series out there.
Fire.
One of the most popular ones.
Fire. If I could watch it again for the first time, I would.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah. It's you know, simple synopsis. It's a guy tutoring 5 quintuplets. They all look different on screen when we look at them, but in the actual show, they all are identical. Well, yeah, to all the characters in the show, they're identical. And so the part of it is a mystery because the very first scene of the series is a wedding. And you don't know
we don't know who he chooses.
He ends up with.
Yeah.
And so you go through the whole series, him getting to know them all.
Us getting to know them, which I loved.
You know, out like why he might like each one, why they like him.
Yeah.
And so it's like it's a mystery because you don't actually find out until like that second to last episode. Yeah, so you got to see it all the way through to find out what the you know how it all plays out.
I was a little disappointed.
And you like your Nino Nakano.
I love Nina Nakano. Oh, Nina Nakano. That's my girl. See, she was the spicy sister to me. Yeah. I don't know what everyone else thinks though.
Yeah.
That's right. Nina Nakano. Remember?
I guess so.
Remember?
I guess she was responding to that. All right. The fragrant flower blooms with dignity. That's a good one, but it's another one of them where the romance is wholesome, but I feel like we got to see another season. We gonna give it another season to see how it plays out. But it's very slow moving. It moves very slowly.
It's very innocent too.
Yeah, it's very wholesome. It's probably the most wholesome I've ever seen because the main female lead is very very, very, very wholesome. How the way she dresses, the way she's very classy, carries herself
very
in such
sweet,
a respectful way.
Thoughtful.
Yeah. You know, she apologizes too much.
Flawless. Just no flaws. And that's like where I disconnect with characters sometimes. Like I need to see, what do you get mad?
Yeah.
Do you get angry? Like I need to see something.
But the main male lead is like he looks like a tough guy, and everybody around him that's not his friend is like afraid of him.
Yeah, he's like a big, scary looking guy. Yeah,
tall, blonde guy. You know, and people
are typically frightened by him, like even kids and.
But he's very soft spoken.
Yes, very
kind. You remember he was on the bus. He gave up his seat to the little girl.
Yeah,
you know, and he works in a bakery.
Oh yeah,
you know.
Yeah. So and the girl likes cakes.
Yeah, so
she loves cakes.
Yeah, so that one, it moves slow, but that was a good one.
It was a very sweet love story.
The animation also was really, really good on it. You remember you were watching that one scene where they were at the beach. And you were talking about how the water.
Yes. Yeah. That was the first time that I saw like a scene where it was shot from under the water.
Yeah, it's very high quality.
Very pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, very high quality animated series.
That's the stuff that I look at and I notice now.
Yeah, Netflix did their thing with that one. All right, Let's Play. That's the one that we're still currently watching. It came out in 2025. Came out a couple months ago. Nami, come here. What you barking at? All right. It came out in 2025. I think it came out maybe August, something like that. What do you think about that one?
Come
here, girl.
I like it. It feels very American. Like it feels very not.
It is American.
It is, right? It's in LA.
It's set in California, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're right.
That's the one. It's made by an American lady.
You're right. Yeah. You're right. You're so right. Yeah. I really like it. It has that whole like one girl that more than one person really loves, or more than one person is interested in.
Yeah.
I don't.
Give me 1 second. Here, okay. You hold that.
Okay.
You can keep going, babe. Talk about it.
I'll wait for you to come back. You can just cut this.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
I don't know what else to say about it.
Talk about it. You've been watching it.
I know, but it's. I'm still waiting for something to happen with the show. Like I know that there are guys that are interested in her, but she not giving nobody no like.
You could have said all that while I was doing all that.
She ain't giving nobody no play. Like she's just. I don't know. I'm waiting for something to happen. I'm waiting for some tea.
She's not used to romance. She's not. She's
not used to romance, but she acknowledges that she wants people to kiss her.
No, you remember she
wanted that guy to be romantic with her.
No, you remember she's not used to romance. She's not used to her own like attractiveness, the way she looks and stuff. You remember that?
Oh yeah,
Like she dressed up and he called her like pretty, and she's like, am I pretty?
Yeah,
you know?
Right, yeah.
You know, because she doesn't like do that type of stuff. She's a gamer. She's a game developer. You know, she. You remember the first episode? You remember the blonde short hair guy is her boss, right? And he tells her, you need to dress the part if you want to be a boss one day. You know, and she's like, okay, like, nah, I gotta get new clothes. And you know, she gets a whole new wardrobe.
Yeah.
So I don't think that she's used to her own, like, femininity and her own attractiveness. And, you know, she's not used to dating. I think, if I'm not mistaken, she said she's never had a boyfriend. So dating isn't something that's, like, comes natural to her. So I think that that's part of the plot, right? Is that for the guys that do like her, their advances, they don't come off like as advances for her, and that's why it seems kind of like one guy she friend zones, another guy's like her boss. You know, he hits on her. You know what I'm saying? Like
but she likes
romance
it,
isn't
so
obvious.
But she likes it, and I see progression and tea, because I already know some tea about to happen.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm waiting for it. I feel like every episode is like, okay, girl, like, what we doing? You know?
the plot progresses. The characters are a little slow to progress because the plot of her video game being badly reviewed and all that.
Right. The story is carrying on nicely. It's just I'm waiting for her to, you know.
All right, so you remember? So this is where we branched out. So I'll tell you like this. So Sylsha loves the rom-coms, and that's everything that we had watched up to this point. All the rom-coms. Every time a new rom-com comes out, I introduce her to a couple, see what sticks, and we continue that series. Sometimes some shows don't stick, but she loves the rom-coms. So this is where we branched out. I decided to suggest something new to her, something different. I showed her My Hero Academia because My Hero Academia just ended, and so it's fresh on my mind. Decided to introduce her to it. What did you think of My Hero Academia, since you are not used to the fighting, action, typical style of anime?
I liked My Hero Academia.
She liked My Hero Academia.
Yeah, I liked the episodes that I saw.
She liked it, y'all.
Somebody I did.
Who don't like
I connected,
fighting.
but I connected to the boy. Forgot his name.
Deku.
I connected to Deku because I knew how bad he wanted to have powers.
You saw that scene where he was like crying and his mom was
like,
it's gonna be okay, baby. I'm sorry.
So I got emotionally invested in his character, and so the fighting scenes that I did see were like of him trying to help and trying to be a superhero and you know what I'm saying? Like,
we only watched like 6 or 7 episodes,
right? But it's not like the other ones where it's like I challenge you, like no, not that.
She hasn't seen. I haven't seen anything. She ain't seen
else.
All the big action.
I've seen the episode with the test.
Yeah, the test where he punches the robot.
Right, and then I think 2 episodes after that or something like that.
Yeah, you've seen the episode where he punches the robot. You've seen the episode with at the very beginning with the All Might, the sludge monster.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So you've seen a little bit, but you ain't seen like the real.
Definitely action. Not, because isn't it like 15,000 seasons?
It's like 8 or 9 seasons.
Exactly. So I barely skimmed the surface, but
but we started it. We gonna pick it back up eventually at some point.
Yeah.
But next is the one that we watched after actually we started these almost kind of simultaneously. Yeah. I let her try this one out, and she really loved this one. To Your Eternity. And people, I know it's emotional trauma, emotional damage. I had a lot of moments. I have to say I had a lot of moments when I first watched this series. I said, okay, let me see what my wife thinks about it, so that I can bring her into my sorrow. Because season 3 just premiered. Yeah. At the end of 2025. So, let me bring you into my world. Let me introduce you to what makes me cry. It makes me feel emotions.
Feel the feels.
So, what did you think about To Your Eternity? Since it's fresh, tell us all your thoughts about To Your Eternity.
All of my thoughts?
No spoilers, but tell us your thoughts about To Your Eternity. Like, how you feel about it. Can you do that without spoilers?
I don't know.
I can guide you.
To Your Eternity to me is like a very. It's deep. It's deep, and I can't say it without saying like the different people in the story.
Let's try to avoid anything past season 1.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
So we can talk a little bit about the first season. Let's try to avoid anything past.
So this is what I'll say.
Wait. If you are not interested in hearing about the story, spoilers right now, I will include a timestamp in the video
Oh, that's so sweet.
For people to
y'all deserve that. Y'all really deserve that. You cannot, if you have not seen To Your Eternity and you want to see To Your Eternity, yeah.
So talk about it.
Okay, so season 1.
Yeah, so talk about it from beginning to end. What was your thoughts?
So when I watch anything, I try to like find people to like connect with in the show, and then that kind of like carries me through the show. But with To Your Eternity, you can't even connect with nobody. Okay, you can't connect with nobody.
You don't stick around
because they don't last long. They don't stay.
You start telling about March.
So see, in March's story, why are we laughing? Oh my gosh.
We cried. We cried. We deserve some laughs. We deserve some laughs. We cried together.
The first story with the little girl, and she she expresses how she always wanted to be a mom. She wants to grow up. She wants to be a mom, and she's supposed to be the next girl to get like sacrificed to the guardian, or something like that.
The guardian. That's the
right.
The bear.
And oh my God.
Yeah.
So she meets the main character. She meets Fushi, and
she teaches him.
Yeah, he's at this point where he doesn't know how to talk. He doesn't know how to interact. He just got into human form because he was like a wolf for a really long time.
And she doesn't teach him a lot, but she
taught him thank you.
Him. Yeah, she connects with him. Like
she does because she's finally being the mom that she always wanted to be.
Yeah, you remember he was hungry and he she climbed up the tree and got the fruit.
Climbed up the tree, got the fruit. Yep, she was teaching him how to be grateful and say thank you.
The manners.
And oh God.
And she was like, my little Fushi,
Oh man, yeah. So I mean,
so, yeah,
she didn't last long, but when she died, oh my gosh, when she died, in
that moment where she's like you think she's in heaven and she's like grown up and she's surrounded by all of her little stuffed animals she had. She's surrounded by all of her little stuffed animals.
Yeah.
And she's realizing she's like, well, where's Fushi?
Yeah.
And like that's kind of like where
and that's all she wanted.
I'm getting emotional thinking about
it. That's the only person she wanted. I mean, she did not want to leave Fushi. She wanted to be with Fushi. And that just like, oh my gosh.
And then there's Gugu. Then you meet other characters. There's Gugu.
To Your Eternity, I mean, this show is, season 1 and season 2, I can say were like brilliantly written.
We talk about season 1 though, so.
Oh right, but season 1 was absolutely brilliant. I just think it could really, it tears you up because you want these people that Fushi comes in contact with to live the lives that they just so deserve it. It's like he's coming across people who are like losing in life in some way, and you just want them to win. You want them to succeed in.
It's like his family. He connects with them.
Right.
He connects with March. That's like his mother. Gugu is like a brother to him. Remember Piaron. That's like his grandmother.
Yeah.
And like, then it's like Tanari. It's like a little sister, and he's connected with all these people.
Tanari season 1.
Yeah, Tanari season 1.
They did a lot in season 1.
Tanari season 1, and that's like a little sister to him, And so all these characters that he's meeting, they're like almost like siblings, and or like family members, and also like when someone dies, he takes on their form, and so it's so much to it, but like it's really, I think the strength of To Your Eternity was the character development. Fushi goes from being non-sentient to an animal to a human who doesn't know how to talk, doesn't understand anything about the world, starts learning things and learning things and learning things, learns how to talk. His sentences sound fractured, and the way he talks, his cadence, the way he talks, it sounds like someone who's just learning words for the first time. And then over time you start to hear him and his voice changes and the way he speaks sounds more fluent. And then he also understands things and, you concepts that, he's, curious about. He doesn't understand betrayal, being betrayed by someone. So he's easily betrayed, naive, and it's just so many things. And his character just develops in such a way where it's like you really are following him almost as if you're following a baby growing up through like adolescence to teenage to, teenager to adult, and all of development all the way, through there. And this is, I don't know, it's a really, really good series. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad we're still watching it.
Yeah, that's a good one right there.
Yeah, and it's not rom-com. It's not only action. It's very much so I say more of a drama anime. There is action in it, but the action is a secondary thing. It's a backseat to the drama that fuels each episode.
Right.
And then the last one that you most recently have started that you are loving right now and not typically in your normal wheelhouse is Food Wars. We foodies over here, so we like to eat Asian a lot. We eat pho. We go to eat Vietnamese. We eat Thai. We eat Japanese. Indian. Like we love us some international food. So Food Wars scratch the itch for you.
Oh my gosh, it is so good. Yeah. Love it.
And for anybody who knows Food Wars, the Food Wars is somewhat of a shonen. It's not fighting action, but it's cooking action. And then there's the other thing with the orgasms and the stripping.
I'm not even gonna lie. I thought at first it was gonna bother me, but like I don't notice it as much because
when people love the food, they
strip naked and it's like a whole thing. But honestly, like sometimes when you have good food,
it's very raunchy too.
It has a. See, I'm getting kind of like desensitized.
Remember in the first episode, like he feeds her the squid, or whatever, the octopus. He feeds her a squid. Is it a squid or octopus? And like, there's a scene where like the squid is like wrapping its tentacles around her and like So, that's everything we have watched. And
you didn't put 100 Girlfriends on there.
Because we only watched one season of that. But it's the 100 Girlfriends that really
got really weird. So
it's 100 Girlfriends that really, really, really like you. Something like that. I forgot the whole title. I forgot the whole title, but that's I didn't include that one because we only watched like one season and we didn't even really watch the full season. You quit.
Yeah,
you quit after.
I couldn't do it.
You quit after the girl's mom.
After some zombie shit was happening.
That might have been one part, but then remember I told you that the girl's mom kidnapped her daughter, and then she met the boy and fell in love with him. She's one of the 100.
She's one of the ones, yeah.
And so now you got the guy.
Yeah, but that didn't make me stop.
But you remember I told you I was like that's kind of weird because like the boy ain't nothing but like 14, 15 years old, and it's a grown woman who was married at one time and her husband died.
Okay, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
So it's like how a daughter and a mom.
Yeah, it was.
It get kind of weird. And then
I
also
the plot though. The plot was good.
You remember also the little girl who was silent. She's like a what they call a loli. She looks a little tiny. She looks super young.
Yeah.
And then you remember another girl was like looking super young. And you remember she was a doctor, like she was a scientist. Remember she took a potion. She looked
turns
older.
Into someone else.
Yeah, she looked older. Yeah. So they it's a little weird. It's a little weird anime. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if you're not somebody
the plot was good though. I like the whole.
It's funny, but it's like if you're not somebody who's into that type of like a guy who got a mother and a daughter and also has a bunch of little young-ish looking girls. Yeah. I know that throws a lot of people off. A lot of people don't like the lowly stuff. They don't like the lowly stuff. That's a very controversial thing in anime.
Yeah, I could see
because
why.
they like to do the young looking,
like really little,
very short,
yeah,
like high pitched voice, like like body looks very youngish. They like to do that, and I don't know why they like to do that shit, but they like to do that. So
yeah,
yeah, that's one that throws a lot of people off, turns a lot of people off to series when they see that type of stuff happen.
yeah.
But yeah, so last couple questions before we wrap this up. Was there a specific series or moment that made you think, okay, I get the hype when it comes to anime? Like, was there anything specific that made you like, okay, like this, I could see myself watching a lot of this?
Probably the first anime.
You feel like watching the first one made you think that you could watch 10 more anime after that?
Mm-hmm. I think after, because that was the first time that I was shown that there was something other than like Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z.
That's interesting because I feel like for a lot of people, when they pick up anime for the first time, they pick up a specific show. They lean into that. Like,
right.
So if you
That's
pick up Dragon Ball, if you pick up Dragon Ball, you watch Dragon Ball, and then for a lot of people, that's it. They love Dragon Ball, that's it. Or they like Naruto, and that's it. They like Bleach, that's it. One Piece, that's it. They don't branch out, and they definitely don't, pick up 20 more that are just like that. Like they love their wheelhouse, and so while they might understand the hype of Dragon Ball, they don't understand the hype of anime, and so they just stay in their little box. But you picked up like 10 more rom-coms and then branched out to other stuff, so you feel like the first one was like, okay, I can see myself diving down this rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
That's so sweet. I appreciate that. My wife is so open-minded. She's so open-minded.
I loved it. Like, I don't know, I loved it. So
now I feel bad because like I don't watch none of your stuff.
He doesn't. He watches K-dramas with me.
I watch K-dramas with her, but it's like Wicked, can't stand it. Yeah.
He doesn't watch much horror and thriller that I like.
I don't do no horror.
Yeah.
I don't do no Wicked. I love Harry Potter though. I mean, there's that. I read all the books, so I love Harry Potter. But you find few and far between something that we enjoy together outside of anime. Yeah. But we enjoy food though. So
we enjoy food.
So that's our other bonding.
That's our
other bonding time.
Yeah.
All right. So, what themes have you noticed in anime that you that stood out to you, or things that you really connected with personally? Anything you watched?
What themes?
Yeah, themes. Like, I'll give an example. Like, you're a mother, right? So, March wanting to be a mother, and like that's her only desire is to grow up and become a mommy. She wants someone to depend on her. She wants to teach something, like something. Like that's her whole like life's goal. But she's just a little kid. Remember, she has her little stuffed animals, and she like treats them like she names them. She treats them like they're her babies,
Mm-hmm.
And so, someone who's a mother who really, appreciates motherhood might feel as though that is something that they connected with because they understand why March wanted to be a mommy and her connection with Fushi. So that's an example. So like, is there anything themes that you personally connected with in any of the series like that you watched? I know you mentioned like the characters, like the girls who like are very like animated and like rambunctious.
I love when an anime includes like a or just a real raw female character.
Yeah.
Like when they're angry, you see it. When they're mad, when they're happy, it's like over the top.
You feel like that's you?
I mean, I feel like it could be me to an extent, but also I just like it. It is nice because like women in real life can't act like that.
Yeah.
Like we just can't.
Yeah,
and
you
so
mean like how Saki, like how she like
she'll punch him in the face.
Yeah, like she'll roll her sleeve up and like like punch him in the face.
But not that I want to punch anybody in the face.
She'll be like, oh, you looking at other women? She'll be like,
come
over here and let me punch you in your face. Like,
yeah, and also like the way that she, even down to the way that she eats, like, cause she's she
likes
she
food.
loves food, but she like gobbles it. Like I love. Whoever writes these kinds of women into these shows are doing good, because I love it. We do, like, women just cannot conduct themselves like that in real life. Yeah. So that's why I like them.
I mean,
I mean, if we do,
it might not go well.
It might not go well.
Might not go well if you try to go socking every dude that you don't
that makes you mad. Right. And so that's why I love that. So that is one. I think that's probably the most. Yeah. That's what I look for when Marlon shows me animes. I look for like the unhinged girl.
All right. And the last question. Well, not even really just a question. Actually, this is not a question at all. All right. So, I want you this is for everybody out there who wants to get their partner interested in anime. Mm-hmm. I want you to pitch anime to a non-anime watcher.
Pitch anime to a non-anime watcher.
It don't got to be a specific genre or nothing. Just pitch anime to if you said, hey, I don't know, let's use an example. One of your cousins, your female cousins that doesn't like anime. You say, hey, I want you to check this out. Mm-hmm. You never watched it before. My husband put me on. I think you should watch it. Mm-hmm. Pitch it. Pitch anime.
I don't know. Because I'm thinking about if it's me and...
Pitch it.
Hold on. Let me get because I'm trying to think if it's like me. Like, I don't need someone to pitch it to me. I need to know why you wouldn't watch it. And why am I convincing you? Because people don't want to watch anime because they think that it's like fighting and like haya and like stuff like that. But I would just convince them. Like, I would talk to them about like...
That's not pitching it. Like in interviews, when your interview person tells you, they be like, tell me, sell me on why I should hire you. You ever had an interview question like that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like that. It's like, so like you got to pitch it. So it's like you could like I'll do mine, right? If I met somebody who ain't never watched anime before, another guy, or let's say a woman. I'll just start with one because we watch a lot of rom-coms. Mm-hmm. I would say, look, one, all of your misconceptions about anime are completely wrong. You probably think the anime is only action, only fighting. That's wrong. You are completely misguided in what you thought anime was. But I'm here to fix that, because anime could be so much more. What do you like? Do you like romance? Do you like horror? Do you like thriller? Do you like, I don't know, even something more specific, like, do you like fantasy but only like magic? Like, what do you like? I can find an anime for anybody because I've watched so many different genres. So I can really honestly find something for anybody. And so that is the beauty of anime, is that when you had a misconception about what it was and what it was limited to, it's not limited at all. I could find anything for you to watch in any genre that you throw out at me. And so with that being said, it's like if we were talk about rom-coms, I would say, look, all right, anime rom-coms are, like you said, completely unhinged. The plots are typically over the top. Sometimes you find, you're more reserved ones, more over the top ones, but you typically have an over the top plot. Maybe one guy, 3 girls, all love him, all competing, fighting over him, like in competition with each other. Maybe they even become best friends with each other in the process of trying to chase after the guy. Mm-hmm. Or you might have one where it's only one guy, one girl, and they bond over something completely unconventional. Good example of that is My Dress Up Darling. I tried to put you on that, but we only watched like 2 to 3 episodes of that. But that's a super popular one where they connected over something completely unconventional. You got a guy who likes to dress up dolls and a girl who likes to do cosplay, and he starts connecting with her over making her outfits. And so there's so much out there for anime, and I think that someone would be very closed-minded to avoid it or stay away from it based on the fact that they don't know that they could possibly like it. You know what I mean? So that's my pitch. So I feel like I probably tackled all the things that you could possibly say, but I just pitched it.
I don't know.
But they're not gonna listen to me.
I wouldn't buy the pitch though.
They're not gonna.
You're pitching it from a standpoint of loving anime, and I'm trying to tell you that people that don't want to watch anime, it's not about the fact that there's a bunch of genres and there's something for everybody. It be like little stuff. It be like first of all, it'd be the fact that it's animated that will stop them. Even if it's somebody that loves rom-com and you're like, I got the perfect rom-com for you. Like, people can't get past.
That's fine. So you know what I do in that situation? You know what I do in that situation? You know how many anime out there have live action versions? K-dramas? Do you know that I could possibly start off by suggesting one of those K-dramas that you like, that I watch, right? And we start you off with K-dramas and slowly work you into Asian style media, because, you know, a lot of it's subtitled, you know, some of it's dubbed, but, you know, you have to get used to the culture, you have to get used to the way they talk and stuff like that. And so I could slow walk you in from another angle, or I could slow walk you in from just starting off with American stuff that might even bridge the gap. Good example, Avatar: The Last Airbender. You ever heard of that?
Mm-hmm.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is not anime. It's an animated show that was made here in the United States, not made by Japanese folks. But it's a well-received, beloved series for a lot of people. So walk you in through that. You know, that's a good animated show. Like I said, it's so many ways to walk you in.
That's what I was trying to say before.
But hear me out.
You got to find out why somebody doesn't like it, and then you could take a certain angle.
But that wasn't the question. But either way, I'm just saying to pitch things to people who are watching this right now, and they already clearly must be interested. So I'm like, pitch it, you know. But it is what it is. I mean, you know, I'm not here to cater to everybody's fancy. You know, I mean, anime just might not be for you, and if you don't ever want it to be for you, then this video probably wasn't for you, and I hope that you didn't get this far into the video just to realize it wasn't for you. But yeah, you know, anything else you want to say, Sylsha, about anime? All the things that you've watched and loved. You've fallen in love with these characters now. These are your family now. Fushi is your family now. You ain't never gonna forget about Fushi.
That's probably true.
We're gonna be like 80 years old still talking about Fushi. I saw you drinking boba tea the other day. I said that's some Fushi shit. You know, like, we ain't never gonna forget about these characters. You asked me about More Than Married But Not Lovers.
That was a really good show, and I feel like they need to bring it back. They need to bring it back.
You bring it up every month. So
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
So is that it? Are we wrapping it up? We're wrapping up the video? Any other thoughts or opinions?
No, I don't have any other thoughts.
All right, everybody. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I appreciate you all for watching. Please like and subscribe to the video. And if y'all want to see more of Sylsha, we're going to find a way to get Sylsha in more videos. Just leave that in the comments, because we can do more Sylsha. You can do some live reactions or something to some shows.
Live reaction.
Yeah. All right.